Welcome back to AM Northwest. Social Security distribution rules were dramatically modified in 2015. So, here with what you need to know to get the maximum income from your Social Security, we welcome back the president of Swanson Financial, David Swanson. David, good to see you.
Good morning.
First off, let's find out, when you retire, what kind of income are you looking at in general?
Well, retirement income is generally made up of three main parts. The first part being your retirement savings, so that would be your IRAs, your 401ks, your 401as. The next section is your pension. That's what you would have that you would get from your employer or from your corporation or union. And then the third part is Social Security. And that represents about a third of what your retirement income is. Typical clients may have, over their lifetime, receive $1.5 million of Social Security benefits through early 80s. And if you live into your early 90s, that number is going to extend to about 2.5 million. So Social Security is a very, very large part of most people's savings in retirement.
Explain how the rules have changed.
Well, in 2005, we had a major modification of Social Security, which eliminated some very popular strategies.
2005 or
2015, thank
okay.
you. Yeah, and these laws have been in place for about 18 years before that, and they were modified in 2015. What it set up was that if you are now 66 before May 1st, you need to get in touch with someone who really understands how Social Security rules work, because there's some major rules that have been eliminated for you. Most of the people have had drastic changes to Social Security, and their major benefits have been eliminated.
So again, when can the average person claim Social Security?
The average person can start claiming at age 66.
Okay.
But a very popular claiming strategy has been for a husband and wife to claim on each other's strategy, and the major opportunities for that are going away. So for people that are 66 by May 1st, they really need to act to make sure that they preserve those rights for themselves and their family.
How has this affected couples that you've seen?
Well, what's really happened is that with these changing of these strategies, the average couple has lost about $50,000 or $60,000 worth of their Social Security benefits, and that's a big change. That means that people have to draw out of their 401ks and other retirement savings accounts that they wouldn't have to normally.
Okay, and someone asked me to ask how important the selection of Social Security benefits is.
Well, it's dramatically a huge difference on which claiming strategy that you take. What we're finding now is that more people are actually having to claim Social Security earlier than a typical strategy that we'd have, where they would wait and claim Social Security later on in their life. But this is the modification of the rules, and we just have to do what's best for our families and for ourselves.
Okay, anything that you wanted to point out to folks?
Well, some really important things about Social Security are that you make sure that you look at the holistic part of Social Security, how it fits in with your family, how it fits in with your individual life, because a difference of several $100,000 can be affected by making the wrong Social Security strategy for yourself.
Okay, very good points. We want to actually have you stay right here, if you don't mind. And we've got some questions that viewers have asked, and we'll bring up those questions to you, and you can answer them when we come back. Welcome back. We've been talking with David Swanson, president of Swanson Financial, about how to get more out of your Social Security income. And we had viewers send us their questions, and so here you go. One viewer says, where is the best place to gather information on my Social Security benefits?
So the single best place is a website. It's from the government. It's ssa.gov. And the Social Security Administration website will provide you with the ability to make your claiming strategies, to model different strategies, and it's a great place to go to figure out exactly what your benefits have been and what your future benefits are going to look like.
Can you choose the year that you start claiming Social Security?
Yes, you can determine which year you want. It's really a personal decision, but it has to fit in with all the rest of your retirement income. And the part about your retirement income is that if we can take income from small parts of your retirement altogether, it will expand and increase the duration of income that you'll have. And the single greatest fear that most of people that we see have is that they just simply are not sure that they're going to have enough money to be successful in retirement.
Well, we don't want to end up a bag lady or something. That's my fear. Here's another question. Do you offer any workshops to help understand the complexities of claiming Social Security?
We have workshops. Every 2 weeks we offer workshops somewhere in the greater Portland area, and you can check us online or call our office for the time and place that's in your area. But in our workshops, we talk in detail about the different strategies of claiming Social Security, about how the new rules will affect you, and if gathering some more information about how to claim the best Social Security strategy and figure out how it fits in your retirement income would be beneficial to people, they should come to one of our workshops.
Okay. Another viewer asked, can we contact you directly with help about how to claim Social Security?
Yes, and many people do contact us directly. So if you would call us at our office, we'll be happy to help you out with what your specific situation is.
So one viewer said she's divorced, he or she is divorced, and I heard that I can claim Social Security from my ex. Is that true? Or does it depend on how long you're married? Or
Boy, those are all great questions. So yes, it does depend on how long they were married. So if you've been married for 10 years and divorced and you're currently not married, over age 62, you may be eligible for Social Security benefits from your ex. And that could go a long ways to help you in your retirement. Now, new rules that came in last year have modified some of these claiming strategies, so make sure you get with someone who knows what they're doing, and if you're entitled to a benefit, be sure to at least have that opportunity to look at it.
Some people not aware of that, you think? Because that's a big one, I would think. If you haven't been working, let's talk about women who haven't been working, so taking care of their families, they end up divorced, and they don't realize that they can claim their ex's Social Security.
And they don't, and it's a benefit that you're entitled to, and many people miss it, and it's really a tragedy because they're drawing their own Social Security, or even worse, having to work in a job, not being able to take care of their children when they actually have benefits that are available to them. So the government has established this to help divorced women. By far, this is 5 to 1 more questions than we have in any other in our workshop is about what are my divorced benefits. We know clients that have been for dozens of years not collecting benefits that they should have, and in fact, even when the spouse passes, ex-spouse, you're entitled to even additional survivorship benefit.
That actually leads to the next question. Are my Social Security survivor benefits changed in any way with the new rules?
Okay, so they are not. Under the current plan, there has been no modification with survivor benefits, but you need to make sure that you claim those benefits. So what happens sometimes is that when you're divorced, you may not be entitled to the benefit because your Social Security on its own is equal to or a little bit less than what your ex is.
Okay.
But when they pass, you are entitled to all of their benefits. So if you still qualify, you need to check and make sure that you get what you're supposed to get when it comes to survivorship benefits, and that can make a big difference for a person's family.
And lastly, anything that we haven't covered that you think is important for folks to know?
Well, I think it's important that you gather as much information as you can, and when you go to Social Security, you need to be able to ask the right questions, and to ask the right questions, you really need to reach out and figure out what those questions are, and you can come to one of our workshops or give us a call or do some reading and make sure that you understand what the scope of the options that you have when you go to claim your benefits.
And I've got to believe people can't depend on Social Security to take care of them fully. They've got to have other sources coming in as well.
They do, and that's really where we figure out the best strategy for Social Security, so we don't need to use our own retirement savings and our other assets that we've set aside, so that we can be successful in retirement, because nobody wants to live just on Social Security,
right,
if they don't have to.
All right. We want to tell folks, if you'd like to find out more, you can contact Swanson Financial. The number's there on your screen. We'll also put it on our website at katu.com.